Hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. I, Dr. Vinod Kushwaha, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Hindustan College of Science and Technology, Faramatra. Today I am going to deliver the concept of ether, which is used as a frame of reference in Galilean transformation equation. I have already introduced in previous section. So, what is concept of ether? The entire space of universe including vacuum is filled by hypothetical light transmitted medium called ether. It's rigid, invisible, massless, perfectly transparent and perfectly non-resistive, continuous and stationary solid like steel, having high elasticity and negligible density. So, all bodies, light or heavy, including Earth, moves freely through this medium without disturbing it. My dear friends, I am telling about no any material in the world which is massless and solid like steel. If any material solid like steel, it have mass. So this is a hypothetical medium which is called ether, and it's used a frame of reference. So ether provide fixed frame of reference. Now I am going to explain a very famous experiment, Michelson-Morley experiment, for calculate the speed of light. Okay, in this experiment, this is a source, sun, and one is convex lens, so the light is converged to a single point, and semi silvered glass plate. When the light is split on the plate, it refract and reflect. We have adjusted two mirror M1 and M2 on the same distance, the distance d, and this one is also distance d, and the velocity of light is c, and the frame put on the earth, so the velocity of frame, velocity of earth is v. Now when the two coherent light return back from M1 and M2 and coincide on the point of O, and their interfering beam shows in eyepiece. So what is the object of Michelson-Morley experiment? The object of Michelson-Morley experiments is to detecting earth relative motion in earth by measuring speed of light in different direction on the earth surface. So we use the fixed frame of reference when the light pass from one point to another and we measure it. So the fixed frame of reference is known as ether. I earlier told to you what is concept of ether. Ether is just like a use of frame of reference. So we calculate the speed of light in different direction on earth's surface. Now to calculate the velocity of light, we have taken an experiment. This is a one river, and flowing of water in the river is known as V, and any swimmer swim and across the river with the velocity c. If swimmer moves toward the direction of flow of water, the total velocity is c plus v, and the swimmer and flow of water backward direction, so the total velocity is c minus v. This is an example to calculate the value. So we calculate the time period, the total time taken by swimmer. This is the distance of O to M2 d, and O to M1 is also d. This is similar to Michelson-Morley experiment. So we calculate the total time taken by swimmer. The total time taken by swimmer, time equal to distance, total time t equal to, this one is t1 equal to d upon c plus v, d is the distance, and c plus v toward the direction of flow of water, and backward direction plus d upon c minus v. So the total time 2dc upon c square minus v square. This one is equation number first. And now if we calculate the time period of O to M2 and M2 to O, the distance is also d. So when the swimmer move to O to M2, the flow of water, the swimmer move to point next one, because it cannot move in straight line. It moved toward the direction of flow of water. So the swimmer speed is c and velocity of water is v, and calculate the distance under root c square minus v square. This is hypotenuse and this one is base. So calculate the value of T2. T2 equal to the time taken by swimmer, T2 equal to 2d distance toward direction and backward direction, 2d upon under root c square minus v square. Clear? This one is equation number 2. If the both distance has been same and velocity of swimmer is same, then we calculate equation first by equation 2. Equation first by equation 2, then T1 upon T2 equal to 2dc upon c square minus v square upon to under root c square minus v square upon 2d. This is cancel and this one is c square minus v square upon, this one is c square minus v square. Now we calculate the value of c square minus v square if we solve this problem, then the equation is 1 upon under root 1 minus v square upon c square. You calculate it. C square minus v square. C square minus v square under root. This one is 2 under root. First one is, we calculate c square minus v square equal to c square minus v square, then c square minus v square. Okay. Then 1 c square minus c square v square cancel, and c is the common, 1 minus v square upon c square. So the value of t1 upon t2 equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus v square upon c square. This is the time difference. This is the time difference which is used when the swimmer move towards 0 to O to M1 and backward, and O to M2 and backward. So the value of T1 upon T2 equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus V square upon C square. Now time T1 taken by light to go from O to M1 and back to point O. We move to our experiment, then the light passed through refracted medium, light passes to the semi-silver transparent plate and move to O to M1 and back to point O. Now calculate the value of total time. Calculate the value of total time. If the light moved toward the direction of earth movement, this is ether movement, earth is relative to ether, so ether movement, this is the v velocity and light velocity is c. But understand the points. When the light moved toward the direction of earth movement, ether movement, we observe when the light back. Reality is that the light is moving forward. So this one is light is coming to the backward. When light come to the backward, then C minus V. Backward C minus V. Then time T1 equal to when the light come to the O point. This is T equal to D upon C minus V, and T2 equal to O to M1 D upon C plus V. Okay. T2 upon C minus V, T2 equal to D upon M1 to O. This is M1 to O and O to M1. Then total time T1 plus T2, total time T1 plus T2, T equal to D upon C minus V plus D upon C plus V. Then calculate 2dC upon C square minus V square. Then we can calculate the value of T1 total time, 2d C square common 1 minus V square upon C square. This C is cancelled and we can calculate 2d upon C 1 minus V square upon C square की power minus 1. According to binomial expression, if We expand these equations, then the equation is 2d upon c 1 plus v square upon c square, and again v cube by 2c cube, then plus v की power 4 upon 3 c की power 4, then v square upon c square is more lesser than 1. So neglected all values. So the equation is T1 equal to 2d upon c 1 plus v square upon c square. This is equation number 3rd. Now this is the case from upward direction. So the time t2 taken by light to go from O to M2 and back. Then calculate the time taken. Then time taken from O to M2 equal to d upon c square minus v square, and back, then again d. Resultant velocity of light, then resultant velocity of light, m2 to O equal to under root c square minus v square. This one, c square minus v square, c square minus v square. Then time taken equal to d upon under root c square minus v square. Then total time taken then T2 equal to d upward and d backward, 2d upon under root c square minus v square. Now 2d upon c 1 minus v square upon c square. Now 2d upon c 1 minus v square upon c square की power minus 1 by 2. Now expand the binomial theorem. We calculate the value of T2 equal to 2d by c 1 plus 1 by 2 b square upon c square plus 1 by 3 b cube by c cube plus 1 by 4 b 4 by c4. Higher terms is negligible in comparison to 1. So this one is equation number 4. Now we move to classical fringe shift. Classical fringe shift means by equation 3rd, this is moved towards the direction of x-axis by equation 3rd, and this equation is vertically. 3rd and 4th, the time taken by light to go from O to M1 and back, and is O to M1 and back to O is greater than the time go vertically and come back to O. We calculate binomially in previous sections. So if we calculate the difference of del t, T1 minus T2, then T1 equation is equation number 3rd and T2 equation is equation number 4th. Now calculate the value of delta t equal to 2d upon c 1 plus v square upon c square minus 2d upon c 1 plus 1 by 2 v square upon c square. Calculate the value. Then this is the common 2d by c, then 1 plus v square upon c square minus 1 minus 1 by 2 v square upon c square. This is similar. If we calculate 1 minus 1 by 2, then the value is, calculate 2d by c 1 by 2 v square upon c square. 1 by 2 v square upon c square. Then 2 to 2 cancel, and the value is d v square upon cq. dv square upon cq. Now, effective path difference between two beam is given. One beam is toward the direction of x-axis and second beam is vertical direction. So, P equal to path difference equal to C into delta T. We calculate the value of delta T. This one is delta T, T1 minus T2. Then value of path difference, P equal to C into d v square upon cq. Now path difference equal to, this one is c square, dv square upon c square, dv square upon c square. If the whole experiment turns anti-clockwise directions, then horizontal part convert to vertical and vertical is also convert to horizontal. Then total path difference, we calculate the total path difference. If this d and another, the part is moving vertical direction and vertical is also moving x-axis direction, then the total path difference P equal to, total distance is 2d. So total path difference is 2d v square upon c square. This is the path difference. Then calculate the path difference, P equal to 2d v square upon c square. A change of path difference lambda cause a shift of one fringe. So number of fringe displaced across the wire when the whole apparatus is rotate 90 degree. Then calculate the number of fringe, n equal to total path difference upon wavelength. Total path difference we calculate earlier. Then 2d v square upon c square. 2d v square upon c square and wavelength lambda. Now the fringe shift, the number of fringe is equal to n equal to 2d v square upon lambda c square. For the Michelson-Morley experiment, the optical path is used is 11 meter and orbital velocity of earth 3 into 10 to the power 4 meter per second, and use of light, sodium light is used in this experiment. So the wavelength of sodium light is lambda equal to 6 angstrom, and we calculate the angstrom into meter, then 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. So these values are given in this equation, and calculate the fringe shift. Now n equal to 2 into 11 into 3 into 10 to the power 4 square upon lambda 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 into velocity of light 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second square. If we calculate this value, n equal to 0.37. So this is the fringe shift. We want to say we observe only one value, not a friction value. So this is the mathematical calculation we can't observe by experimental. We can't observe by naked eye. So the fringe shift is observed in 0.37. So this value is used for Einstein for failure of this experiment. So this is Michelson-Morley experiment. They calculate the velocity of light, but the difference of fringe shift, which is lesser than 1, not observed visually. Now the experiment completed, but after the experiment, the negative results has generated. So these negative results explained by Albert Einstein. So all credit goes to Albert Einstein. What is the negative results? First negative result is it is not possible to measure the speed of Earth with respect to ether, which is treated as a fixed frame of reference. First point. And point number 2, so it explained that there is no relation between Earth and ether. Point number 2, the speed of light is invariant, that is constant and does not depend upon the motion of source, observer or medium. Light would take equal time to travel T1 and T2. If we calculate delta T, then the resultant is 0. But the result obtained T1 equal to T2 equal to 2D by C. So no fringe shift is expected experimentally, but we calculate the value of fringe shift, number of fringe, then the value is 0.37. So this is the third point of negative results. A material body moving through ether is contracted in the direction of motion y under root 1 minus v square by c square. So the length L in the direction of motion is shorter L times under root 1 minus v square by c square. So no fringe shift can be expected experimentally, but fringe shift is confirmed by mathematically. Thank you so much. Now the significance of negative results. The velocity of light is constant in all directions. Point number 2, the effect of presence of ether in entire space of universe are undetectable. So concept of ether is a frame of reference is meaningless. There is no meaning that existence of ether. Third point, a theory with different concept of space, time and mass is needed. The different set of transformation in contrast to Galilean transformation equation, which fails to give correct results. So Einstein generate the special theory of relativity. According to Einstein special theory of relativity, he gives the postulates. First postulate is principle of equivalence. The law of physics are same in all inertial frame of reference moving with constant velocity with respect to one another. And point number 2, the postulate is 2, the consistency of speed of light. The speed of light in free space, that is called vacuum, is always same in all inertial frame of reference. And you know what is the velocity of light? The velocity of light is equivalent to c, which value is 2.99 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is special theory of relativity delivered by Einstein. Thank you so much.